Welcome to Year of the Metal Ox, Cancer. Year of the Yin Metal Ox begins on February 12th of 2021, lasting through until January 30th of 2022.
I know you'll find the perfect line, and then she give you a real good time. It's all the same, they keep playing the game. You watch them fall one by one.
I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Our disclaimer: high magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed, is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. How do oxen communicate? With plenty of yakking. Yin Metal Ox is also known as Gold Ox and is thought to always be very on the go, very energetic, and very dynamic. Yin Metal Gold Ox leads an eventful and sometimes even a very hectic life, with plenty of admiration coming from others. Yin Metal Ox is therefore rather well accepted among family and friends and co-workers and also their associates, especially because she or he is very reliable and very diligent. Fame, esteem, popularity, respect, and honor come easily to Yin Metal Gold Ox. People might say that Yin Metal Ox is too proud. Nevertheless, Gold Ox has a right to be very proud indeed. Remind any would-be detractors to not confuse arrogance with confidence. Now, Gold Ox possesses a very determined self-assuredness, giving strength to Yin Metal eloquence and a lot of sensitivity. It's important to remember that Ox came in second place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. More on that later on in this video, but for now let's look at specifics for you, Cancer, during Year of the Yin Metal Ox. Now, astrology lucky charms for Cancer the Crab during Year of the Metal Ox are as follows. For Cancer's lucky charms, what we have the lucky gemstone for the sign of Cancer the Crab is ruby. Lucky gemstone. The lucky colors are red, cream, yellow, and amber. The lucky numbers for Cancer are 2, 8, and 9. 2, 8, and 9. Now for the Metal Ox lucky charms. The lucky gemstones for Metal Ox: carnelian, garnet, cat's eye, also tiger iron, and yellow citrine, and also jasper, and also amethyst. Okay, amethyst. The lucky colors for Metal Ox. The lucky colors, the fortunate colors are red, gold, yellow, and purple. The numbers that are lucky for Metal Ox are 3, 8, and 9. 3, 8, and 9. Now the number combination specifics, we're going to hone in on Yin Metal Ox here, okay? The number 8 and numbers that add up to 8 are considered steadfast and auspicious during Yin Metal Ox year. Numbers that add up to 9, such as 144, is very fortunate during Gold Ox year. Regarding numbers to avoid and stay away from would be the numbers 5 and 6, which are not recommended during a Yin Metal Ox year. Now, color combination specifics, generally the color blue is considered lucky in an ox year. However, blue is not as auspicious or as fortunate during a Yin Metal Ox year as other elemental ox years. Now, colors that are not recommended, colors that you should not use during Year of the Ox, are green and white. Nevertheless, for the duration of Yin Metal Ox year, white is more fortunate than during other elemental ox years due to the yin metal attributes, and therefore moonstone charms are more lucky during a yin metal ox years than for other elemental ox years. So there's these very specifics of the various constituents and the various elements during each of these years in the Chinese astrology and in feng shui. Okay, so now for your lucky combinations, and that's for ox loves other ox personalities. So ox loves ox. Also, ox loves snake and rooster. Now, ox really likes dragon, monkey, rat, dog, and tiger. Okay, ox likes horse, pig and rabbit, and ox does not dislikes goat. Dislikes goat. Okay. Now, Cancer is cardinal water, and this is for now your Cancer the Crab cardinal water personality during a Yin Metal Ox year. You're going to be steadied, intractable, and calmed, as the earth component of Ox influences the charismatic fire of water constituent of Cancer. During Gold Ox year, the aspect of metal will add a laser-like resolve and outcome-oriented strength of mind to the crab's persona, while watery and dark Yin element cools Cancer's temperament. Keep in mind that Cancer could become somewhat perturbed from the seemingly earthbound and arduous characteristics of Yin Metal Ox year. Nevertheless, this is an incredible opportunity for the crab to pay attention to the self, pay attention to family, pay attention to friends and home, and also career. Now keep in mind that although Gold Ox year's element of earth adds a nurturing and solid medium in which water can be enjoyed by varied life forms upon our world, choosing the right type of earth to cultivate, irrigate, and nourish can work miracles in Cancer's life. For example, fecund soil, rich with necessary nutrients, and filled with the seeds of what you want to grow and manifest in the world to come, is essential if you want your desires and dreams to come to fruition inside 3D reality. Feelings and emotions are qualities ascribed to the constituent of water. During Yin Metal Ox year, Cancer's reactions and emotive behavior will coagulate into a specific chosen direction. Therefore, the crab must remember that fire of water and vitriol is Cancer's nature, fire of water. This gives other a high amount of respect and regard for the power of what the crab is able to bring to the table in any negotiation or contest or sport or battle. Cancer is often able to dissolve opponents with vitriolic mendacity in the effort to protect and strengthen self and one's cared for or one's protected by the crab. Now, since everyone will be locked into more stubborn attitudes and also more stubborn and behavior in Yin Metal Ox year, annoyance and disappointment over wanting to be able to gain more sort of control and authority over others who will not budge from their positions could conceivably cause Cancer to waste time with people and issues that are best handled with a bit more diplomacy, because the crowd will feel more stubborn during Yin Metal Ox year, but so will everybody else. So understand that, and you don't want to bang your head up against a wall. You want to use diplomacy, and sort of ease people into persuasion instead of trying to control or force, because people aren't going to, they're going to resist that. And now we're going to go over Cancer's association with Chinese astrology and the Chinese zodiac animal that Cancer the Crab is associated with. We see this is the Western astrology wheel. We have Cancer the Crab here in the natural 4th house, with Aries being the first. And so in year of the Yin Metal Ox, the Gold Ox, that's associated again with Capricorn. Ox is associated with Capricorn here in the winter. So as you see that we have, this is the 10th house associated, and this is, we're talking about Western astrology, Capricorn. So it's more about the seasonal attributes, because again, some people think that bull and ox are similar, like the Taurus, the bull would be the same as the ox. It's not the same. The reason is because the Taurus, the bull, has to do with the springtime, and Capricorn, the goat, has to do with the winter, and ox has to do with winter. Ox has to do with winter. So that's the difference. Okay. So now Cancer's place in the Jade Emperor zodiac race, Western astrology, sign of Cancer, the crab, corresponds with Chinese zodiac sign of Sheep, who crossed the finish line in 8th place in the race held by the Jade Emperor for his purpose of affixing 12 personalities onto the astrology wheel. The legend goes like this: Rooster found a raft and invited Monkey and Sheep to voyage on his platoon, all together, so that they all could get to the finish line and attain their place on the Jade Emperor's Chinese zodiac astrology wheel. And rooster, monkey, and sheep all helped to paddle the craft by using branches gotten from the shores of the river. Now, sheep helped rooster and monkey to stay calm and made sure everyone worked together to navigate and propel the little flotilla on the river so as to finish the race within a reasonable amount of time. Now, since sheep had been so helpful in forming their friendship, encouraging the others to form a cooperative effort by heartening rooster and monkey to not give up, rooster and monkey decided to let sheep go before them and claim 8th place. So that was the good friendship again between the sheep, which is associated with Cancer, and the monkey and the rooster. Now, monkey is associated with Leo and rooster is associated with Virgo. Okay, so sheep, which is similar to Cancer, took 8th place. Okay, now we're going to go into Cancer the Crab year of the Yin Metal lesson. Your lesson. Okay, so the lesson for Cancer the Crab in Yin Metal Ox year is to avoid those who would attempt to provoke and kind of goad you and goad the crab into taking a side against a person or a group or an issue, because in reality there are always many sides and many angles from which to view any situation. And in other words, there are always 2 or more sides to every story, no matter what or who. And just because someone tells you a story, recites a narrative, writes a book, makes a movie, or builds a website, that does not mean that you have heard the entire veritable account of what truly happened. There's no need to take anyone's side, and certainly Cancer should at least hear everyone's perspective of events in question before choosing anyone's side. Now, Cancer the Crab year of the Yin Metal Ox blessing, your blessing. Expect those people and relationships in life that the crab considers pathetically predictable or loyal to become even more reliable and boring during this gold ox transit. You will most likely be able to go off on your own without them, to have a fantastic adventure or a voyage, and to win numerous victories over many rivals. Just keep in mind that Yin Metal Ox year will end, and when a more impulsive transit frequency, when a zodiacal transit occurs and it has a different energy or different frequency, keep in mind that those tediously very trustworthy, loyal relationships might become more capricious, and therefore they might actually become more fascinating for the crab. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into the particulars and the specifics for Yin Metal Ox year. Western astrology sign of Capricorn corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of ox. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Now, ox came in 2nd place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Now, ox was thought to be strong and most capable of crossing the river that had to be negotiated to win the Jade Emperor's race by the scheming animals of rat and cat who hitched a ride on ox in an attempt to use ox's strength and stability to win. What happened was this: rat made a deal with cat to hitch a ride on top of ox because rat and cat were the best of friends and thought that ox would be able to cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Rat made a move that caused cat to be thrown off ox, allowing rat to get ahead of cat and even finish in 1st place before ox. Therefore, because ox was kind enough to allow shrewd rat and cat to hitch a ride, ox came in 2nd place, with rat finishing in front of ox. Ox took 2nd place in the Jade Emperor's race. Now we're going to talk about Metal Ox attributes. Yin Metal Ox has general ox qualities and is known to be well liked, also fashionable, hectic, affable, reliable, and self-motivated, and always on the go, and also working hard for themselves and also those for whom they care. Now, metal qualities will add much strength, steely nerve, Also willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to Ox's already resolute, tough, and trustworthy personality attributes. For the year of Metal Ox, the Yin Metal Ox, we're going to get in now to the advice for Yin Metal Ox. Now, Yin Metal Ox is a year to focus on the parts of life that bring out one's devotion to work, stubborn dedication to chosen organizations, and personal social concerns such as status, fame, and popularity, since Metal Ox is admired and easily becomes a center attraction at any gathering, with everyone going to pay attention to Ox, especially Metal Ox. Now make sure to take time for self during Metal Ox year. Get enough hours of sleep, eat enough, and make sure you eat enough of the right kinds of foods. Okay, you have to get the proper nutrition. Also, be sure to get in some recreation and plenty of sleep and relaxation time. Okay, now Metal Ox year is an excellent time frame in which to diligently stick to work projects or business plans. This is not a year to take big risks, do outlandish things, nor try out new untested schemes. It's a good year to stabilize steadfast relationships like family, co-workers, and close friends. Indeed, this is the period to be steadfast and industrious because Yin Metal Ox affords one resoluteness, also tenacity and attentiveness to do this and to do also all these other secure and sturdy things, and the tenacity that is required during Metal Ox year, and especially Yin Metal Ox year. Okay, now Metal Ox influence. What's the influence during Metal Ox year? Yin Metal Ox being the second, again, of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology, brings stability to any new cycle, fresh project, or novel endeavor that's begun the year before. And earnest labor, willpower, fortitude, pragmatism, and constancy serve sustainable, steady, and will also entrench and also uphold and lock in any new work that is implemented. Year of the Ox repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yin Metal Ox repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2021, 2081, 2141, 2201, 2261, and 2321. Okay, 2321, that, and then every 60 years after that. That's the Yin Metal Ox year. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system, at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and Pig, which associates with Scorpio, at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It is intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending between Rat Sagittarius and Pig Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. And Samhain is also called Halloween, but Samhain is the ancient Celtic name. And again, they consider that festival on October 31st as actually being their new year. So also being a lunar calendar. That's the significant part, lunar calendar. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, okay, and Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology with rabbit. Okay, it is also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festival. So, Metal Ox year is formed from the attributes of being the 8th heavenly stem of yin metal gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the second earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. It's important to note, and especially in this aspect, that there are the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang. And these are divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the Metal Ox being a Yin Metal Ox year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, as far as the guardian angels for year of the Yin Metal Ox, primary guardian angels for Yin Metal Ox year, elemental archangel of metal, is a bit tricky. Okay, because it's Yin Metal Ox year, Yin Metal Ox year. So it's kind of tricky to get the Western association and then to also get the elemental archangels. But we've done the work here, and we're going to give it to you now. So since the Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood, Chinese elements also, the Chinese elements do not include the element of air. Okay, now therefore we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yin and the Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, the goat, to help us find the best representations, because Capricorn goes with ox. Okay, Capricorn is the same as ox. Okay, so we're going to use those to kind of come up with something that will be a very good correspondence and something you can really bank on, that is a very, very close approximation for you. Okay, so we can give you the best representations possible. Now, elemental archangel Gabriel of water, elemental archangel Gabriel of water best represents for an elemental association, since yin corresponds with water or moisture. The Western zodiac sign of Capricorn, which corresponds to the Chinese animal zodiac sign of Ox, is an earth sign corresponding to ox, which is also associated with the constituent of earth. Therefore, archangel of the element of water, being elemental archangel Gabriel, will present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Okay, again, year of the ox in Chinese astrology corresponds with the zodiac sign of Capricorn in Western astrology, and consequently associates with the elemental archangel of earth signs, elemental archangel of all the earth signs referred to in various ancient Christian Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures, as being the archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel. Now, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. We are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Hanael is our association for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical, Christian, and also Jewish writings. Now, the book called Zohar. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their feminine forms due to yin elemental association of yin metal ox year. So during a yin metal ox year, because it's yin, they will present in a more feminine form. Angels can present, in various forms, sometimes more feminine, sometimes more masculine, because in yin it's going to be more feminine, because yin is feminine. All right. Now, the secondary guardian angels for Yin Metal Ox year. Planetary archangels which associate with Capricorn, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the ox, is angelic ruler of Saturn, being Archangel Cassiel. The Archangel Cassiel for Saturn, because Saturn associates with Capricorn. Okay, and awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yin Metal Ox year, we're going to give those to you now, and we're going to start with the earth coordinates first. We're going to go to the earth coordinates first, because the earth coordinates, where each element is on the earth, is different from where the elements are in the heavens, because on the earth it has to do with how people feel where the hotter part or the colder part or the moist part or the cold wet, you know, and where the dry cold, they go with that, whereas in the heavens it's going with the astrology signs, the fixed signs of the zodiac. That's what corresponds with Leo and Taurus and Aquarius and Scorpio, because of the fixed signs, okay? And those go with the 4 archangels, okay? The 4 archangels that we're all very familiar with, okay? And we're going to go over that now. Now, first, earth coordinates. Now, earth coordinates of elemental guardian archangels. The north elemental archangel of earth, in the north, so for the earth coordinates, the north coordinate for the elemental archangel of earth is Uriel, all right? And for the east elemental archangel of air is Raphael. And for the south, the elemental archangel of fire, Michael, for the south, for fire on the earth coordinates. That's right, on the earth coordinates. Now the west elemental archangel of water for the west coordinate, or the earth coordinates for the west, that would be Gabriel, the archangel of water, for the west elemental archangel of water for earth coordinates. Now, celestial coordinates of elemental guardian archangels, going to go with the celestial coordinates. Now, when people do rituals, they utilize pentagrams for the earth and they utilize hexagrams for the celestial. Okay, and these are, you know, people say that something might, you know, be. They think something, the one is evil, and this, they're all Kabbalistic in nature. And also, please understand that many of these things are used, like, for example, the pentagon is using it has a 5-sided polygon, okay? 5-sided polygon, and a 5-sided polygram, or, you know, would be a pentagram, would be something where the energy is brought in, where if it's a polygon where the lines don't cross and they're just going around the outside, then that's where the energy is radiating out. Okay, so the military uses this, law enforcement uses these things. They're used for many things. They're certainly not evil. Okay, they're just simply it's just a certain amount of it calls in certain forces that have to do with whether we're talking about earth or the heavens. That's all. Okay, so celestial coordinates, one's above, for elemental guardian angels for the north. Okay, for the north, elemental archangel of water. So in the north, in the sky, in the heavens, in north is water, and in the water is Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel, this is the Merkaba field for the Archangel of Water, Gabriel. It's the Merkaba field. And those of you that are interested in Merkaba, Mer meaning rotating fields of light, Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. Ba meaning soul. Okay, now for the celestial coordinates, the east elemental Archangel of fire. In the east, we have Michael or Michael, because fire is in the east in the celestial coordinates. Now, in the south, the elemental archangel of earth is going to be Uriel. So we have let me see. Oh, I wanted to give you the Merkaba field for the celestial. The Merkaba field for fire, for Michael, in the celestial coordinates. Again, it's the east elemental archangel of fire, Michael. This is the Merkaba field for the fire archangel. The Merkaba field for the fire archangel. Okay? All right, now, south elemental archangel of earth, Uriel. So the archangel of earth, Uriel in the south. This is a Merkaba field. Looks like a three-dimensional Star of David. It's for earth. It's for Uriel is in the south when we're talking about the celestial coordinates. So it's different from the earth, okay? So Uriel, earth, the south. And then for the west elemental archangel of air is Raphael for air, Okay, that's in the west, and air in the west. The celestial coordinates, Raphael. This is a Merkaba field for Raphael. One of my very dear friends, a gentleman named David, who is someone who I used to do psychic readings with. He's another psychic. We used to do work at psychic fairs together, and he made these Merkaba field presentations for me. He's a very talented individual, so I wanted to thank him for that. I still use them, obviously. Okay, and also we're going to give you now fortunate compass directions. Now, year of the Yin Metal Ox finds excellent fortune and expansive opportunity and richness in northern and southern directions. Northeastern and southeastern compass directions are not as beneficial during Yin Metal Ox year as in other elemental ox years, because metal element finds good fortune in westerly directions. Therefore, where usually ox must avoid westerly, northwesterly, and southwesterly compass directions, such directions will not be too unfortunate throughout Yin Metal Ox year. Now, Yin, we're going to go over the elements kind of one by one here. The element of Yin, okay, the constituent of Yin: feminine, night, cold, water, wet, winter, inner, passive, relaxed, contracting, soft, and ventral. Ventral. Now, metal. For metal, the attribute of metal, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, self-assured. It also is known to go with grief, dry, pungent, and the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal. Strong as metal. Okay. Now, general ox associations, for the general ox associations in general. So, ox by itself, just by itself, it's associated with yin anyway. So that's a double whammy with the yin. Also winter. Okay. Also earth. Capricorn, we had mentioned that. Rose or tulip are the flowers. There's might be a few others, but rose or tulip. And also 12th month on Chinese lunar calendar. The 12th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. There are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Now, for the sort of the cycle of life, according to Chinese astrology and feng shui and Chinese, it goes into Chinese medicine. I did learn a little bit of Chinese medicine when I was in nursing school from one of our teachers was from China, and she taught us a lot of important things like moxibustion and things like that, so we would have that knowledge. So fire controls metal, metal controls wood, wood controls earth, earth controls water, and water controls fire. And this is the circle of life. Again, it comes full circle where we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Now, also, we're going to just give you briefly again what each element in Chinese astrology, what it goes with in as far as on the person's head, what organs it's associated with, and what attributes each element is associated with each of the 5 elements. So, for fire, it is joy, heat, bitter, and tongue. For earth, it is worry, damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, it is grief, dry, pungent, the nose. For water, it is fear, cold, salty, the ears. And for wood, it is anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. To calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Information found in this document and in this video is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.